Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing a reaction video to this video, the cheapest possible diet that meets every nutritional rule. It showed that you could live on $2.40, and I'm going to show you a cheaper way to do your diet, but we're going to show you some parts of that video.
Best way to meet every single recommended nutritional requirement. It costs $2.40 per day. It satisfies all vitamin, mineral, protein, and calorie guidelines. And you absolutely should not follow it.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to say, we're Scriptural Homesteading Economics here on this channel, and they do include lard and some other pig kidney or something weird like that as two different ingredients in their diet. So I'm not eating it just based on that. They don't recommend it because it has wheat flour and they don't have the creativity to cook the wheat flour into bread, which if you did sourdough, you probably would have very little other costs. So it could be quite practical, and you could use like the oil that's in the recipe. I have not personally found lard to be cheaper than margarine, so I would dispute with them that margarine would actually be a cheaper way to do it without the lard if you were actually trying to do something close to this diet. But we're going to be talking about how to go cheaper than it. So I'm going to skip ahead to, I showed a little bit of it already. I'm going to skip ahead to the part that is the actual diet guidelines so you can hear that. Anyway, I looked up their channel, and Right of the Bell is the channel that made this video. He's a data analyst, and he uses like computer models to generate the best way to feed people cheapest, in his opinion.
Here is the mathematically cheapest nutritionally.
I'm going to turn the volume up.
165 grams of wheat flour, 59 grams of soy flour, 7 grams of cod liver oil, 30 grams of wheat germ, 36 grams of lard, 13 grams of fried pig kidney, 29 grams of bran, 9 grams of sunflower oil, 62 grams of skim milk, 7 grams of dried yeast, 4.6 grams of West Indian cherries, 11.4 grams of spring greens, and 3.2 grams of salt, at a total cost $2.4 per day. It meets every requirement.
So my question is, how do you go cheaper? I'm going to show another channel's video that I found went cheaper on food.
The sun's in an awkward spot.
Okay, so this is picking moringa bean pods by Beachy, South Africa. So basically wild harvesting is what I'm talking about. And there's lots of different foods you could wild harvest. But this one was very delicious when they were picking the pods of the moringa tree. And enjoyed it quite a lot. And if you get to the end. So when they actually ate the pods, they found them to be very delicious. I also consider hunting and gardening to be ways to get food for nearly free. But then I'm going to talk about some non-food grade items. Last fall we went into a cornfield after it was harvested and gleaned free food off the ground. And so that's a way to get food for almost nothing. And corn has a bunch of different nutrients, so that would save some of the wheat probably that they would be having you eat. The other thing is just buying bulk feed quality grains. That's animal feed quality. If you buy them, grind them into flour, make your own sourdough bread out of that. You can get wheat for a whole lot less than traditional cost, about half usually if you buy feed quality instead of food grade quality. You do have to spread it out on a cookie sheet and pick out any imperfections, but there should only be a couple imperfections per pound. That could be little rocks, other seeds, or bugs possibly. So pick those all out before you cook it if you decide to eat with a feed grade That's animal feed grade food. It is a lot cheaper though. So, I'll show you my corn. Here's the result of our corn that we gleaned last fall. And so that's totally free food. And if we'd done more than a few minutes of it, it could have been a lot more. And don't forget gardening. Alright, that's about all I have for cheaper than the cheapest meal. I am going to have, or cheapest diet, I'm going to have a video where I made a meal for 40 cents at the end of this, as the end screen. So, hope you can watch that next. It was delicious, and it was less than 50 cents, about 40 cents, but it was an onion I found from the garden, some carrots I dug up from the garden, and ramen noodles cooked together with a tiny bit of butter. So margarine would have even made it cheaper. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.